Oh, I make it happy. Yeah. All right, sure. Okay, yeah, I should. Yeah, I should. Hi. Jeff.
And get these 2 bleachers right here pulled out. Let's go. I'm going to move the air right here.
If it's not counting, the number in here, it's counting here, so it's recording. Oh, what?
Yeah.
You settled this.
Listen to me.
But it's the counting.
I want to get it down with this NCAA, little NCAA right. Here, see, that's it right there. If I didn't know them once in the last 2 days about moving quickly,
I'm talking about.
no, that's not that. They don't hustle and everything to do well, next year, I'm going to expect some of you guys to be setting a good example. But this got to start right now. So if you're going from that gym to this gym, I can't have you walk into the gym and expect me to feel sorry for you because you're only 8 years old or 9 years old or 10 years old. Are you done with those guys?
The one thing that...
Huh?
There's no destination.
Right now, let me explain to you how you're going to be sitting in the bleachers listening to Coach Wood speak. Okay? When you're sitting in the bleachers, wherever you're sitting, I want you to sit, put your hands anywhere you want to put them. Okay? Nobody's going to sit like this. Nobody's going to sit like that. Okay? This, I don't care. This, and that is not doing a good job of listening. Okay. Starting with at far NBA west line, I want you guys to fill in across the top of the bleachers. And come in order with that. Go. Good luck. Quickly, without being in a hurry. Don't get caught on bleachers. All right?
But I don't have much time with that. I've got no friends. Yeah.
Okay. Starting with the ACC. ACC, team by team. Christopher, that's your leg right over there, right? Okay. You bring your team over first, hustle up and start filling in the empty seats. Let's go. Next line, next team, bring it, let's go. Quickly, that looks a little bit more like that. Much better. Go, quickly, not in a hurry. Treat other people the way you like to be treated. You like to be treated like that? Or treat him like that?
I'm having problems.
Go in those seats. Get your feet off the bleachers, please. Don't put your feet on the furniture. Move up on it. Fill it up. Okay. Okay, what I want to do now is we're going to fill in every row. Every row is going to move. You're going to take this whole first row, you're going to move right down to the front row. And everyone's going to move down accordingly. So guess which rows will be empty? Which are the ones that should be empty? Go ahead. Coach Jared, last in line, last in line. Too close. move down and fill all the seats in. It's not very complicated. You've got your high school students, student athletes. Okay, now, I'm going to explain this to you once. One time only. I'm going to give you two choices, and I'm not going to be angry at you. I'm not going to hold against you personally. I'll still be your friend. It's not something bad, okay? If there's any, Coach Wooden, Coach Mr. Milstein is going to introduce him. Coach Wooden is going to be talking to you about some very important things, in my opinion. And I think there's going to be one of the most valuable experiences of your entire life, listening to him. But I'm not going to have people in this group that are not listening, distracting other people from listening. So, if you don't feel that you're capable of, at this point in time, or don't want to, sit here for 45 minutes for an hour and listen attentively, looking at Coach Wooden when he's speaking, doing what you should be doing, and what I would like you to do right now is to very quietly, without a problem, go in the other gym. You can play 1-on-1, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, get a drink of water, do anything you want. And I'll come and get you when Coach Wooden's done. But if you're going to be here, you got to listen. And those are your two choices. I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, the coaches probably think I'm trying to intimidate you. I'm honestly not. All right, so everybody's in there. Okay, that's your choice. That's fine. Mr. Milstein.
Good morning. Good morning. How do you guys feel? Good. How do you feel? Good. Guys and girls, this is a real special time and a special treat for me, and it's a special treat for all the coaches. It's a time each year that I look forward to. I've been listening to Coach Wooden and watching him teach and watching him coach and listening to his philosophies for a lot of years. Probably more years than I want to tell you at this point in time. It's a real special time of the year for me. I hope you guys will really sit back and remember this experience, because it's one of the great experiences that you guys will ever have. He's got a great amount to say. He's a very, very special man. So, Coach Wooden, it's all yours.
You're a very, very unusual group. Coach Impleman gave you a chance to sit here on a hard seat and listen to somebody talk for a spell, or go in there and play basketball, and you stayed. You have to be unusual, unless the way he said it sort of scared you. I'm not sure. I know at your age, if I'd been given the choice, I'd have been in there in a hurry with a basketball, rather than listen to somebody talk. So you are a very special one. Now, how many were here in the camp a year ago? How many? Let's see your name. Okay, is there anyone in this particular group that were here a year ago that remembered that I spoke to you then on the last day? Any of you remember that? All right, who can tell me what was the general subject that I spoke of, all right?
The pyramid of success.
It was the pyramid of success. How many agree with that? Thank you. Coach Impleman.
Yes, Coach.
You told me it wasn't.
My recollection, the primary topic of your conversation was not the pyramid of success.
Is he right? It was the primary topic. Something's wrong here somewhere. But anyway, he said that I did not talk on the primary, on the success, my pyramid of success, that I talked something about the book. They call me Coach. How many have seen this? Some of you read parts of it? Well, he suggested that I talk to you a little bit about some of the things that I have at the first of each chapter, and just mention something about those. So I will, and then get on to something else just a little later. A good friend of mine, Jack Tobin, and I wrote this book together. We're doing it over now for a new publishing company, and it'll be a little different when it comes out. It's really Jack Tobin's idea, and I've been a collector, excuse me, of a lot of little principles, axioms, mottos, maxims, whatever you'd want to call it. And he took from those, he selected one to put at the beginning of each chapter. Now, the first chapter. Who can ask more of a man than giving all within his span? Giving all, it seems to me, is not so far from victory. Have any of you ever seen the poem from which that came? That's just a little excerpt from a poem written by not a poet, but an ex-Major League Baseball umpire. And that, in a sense, is what, however, I try to get across in my pyramid. You just make the most of what you have. And you can't do more than that. Too often, as I mentioned a little earlier to you, we try to compare with others. And in so doing, we get concerned with things over which we have no control. And therefore, we lose control over the things over which we have control. And we don't do as well as we should. So I think that we should just be trying to make the most of whatever we have. My definition of success is peace of mind, which can be attained only through self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to do the best of which you're capable. And only you will ever know that, because you can fool everybody else. The second chapter, a careful man I want to be, a little fellow follows me. I know I dare not go astray, for fear he'll go the self-same way. Now that's also from a poem. That's one verse from a poem, a little fellow follows me. And in a sense, every single one of you in all probability have someone following you. And it's just asking to be a good example, and that's exactly what parents should be for their youngsters, a good example. The next chapter is worm or beetle, drought or tempest, on a farmer's land may fall, each is loaded full of ruin, but a mortgage beats them all. Hard times sometimes come. Farmers in the Midwest and various areas now are having hard times. And the mortgages are being taken over, they're losing their farms and whatnot. But the important thing is that when you get stronger through adversity, when you have hard times, you don't give up. The road to accomplishing something is hard. You have to change your method sometimes. You have to go around, under, over, but you don't quit. You just keep trying to go forward toward the accomplishment of the objectives. See if you got something from this little. Stubbornness we deprecate. Firmness we condone. The former is my neighbor's trait. The latter is my own. Do you feel that way sometimes about other people? They're stubborn, just absolutely. Others are stubborn, but you're not. You're just firm. And of course, we can be stubborn too without realizing it. I don't remember doing this, okay? I've never done this before. Learn as if you were to live forever. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Pretty good thing to go by. Keep learning. Always be good for you, but be careful how you live, because you can go tomorrow. There was a fellow going to a cemetery one time, and he's looking at the epitaphs that you find on tombstones in cemeteries. Most of you probably, maybe you young ones haven't, but they always say nice things about you after you're gone. All very nice things. Same people that write those nice things while you're living may be giving you the very deuce. When you're gone, they write very nice things. And on this one tombstone, this was written: as I am now, you're sure, as you are now, so once was I. As I am now, you're sure to be. And may I say, as here I lie, prepare yourself to follow me. Someone had scratched under that epitaph, said, to follow you, I'm not content until I know which way you went. And that's pretty good. The true athlete should have character, not be a character. And character is what you are. Reputation is what others think you are. You should definitely be far more concerned with your character, what you really are, and what others think you are. Do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you